Hey there, welcome to Move Mountains Pilates. My name is Jess and today I have a reformer workout for you. My first time making a reformer workout for YouTube here. So today we're just gonna flow around on the machine. It's a very multi-level class, and if you've got a nice medium kind of squishy ball, grab that as well as your box. And before we get into it, don't forget to leave this video a like, give me a comment and subscribe. And at the end of the video, if you have any feedback for me or any questions about the reformer or anything like that, please let me know. I would love to help you out. We're gonna start without the box, foot bars up, and one blue spring, and I'll meet you down there. All right, starting seated with one blue spring or medium spring, we're gonna scooch right to the front edge of the machine as close to the springs as you possibly can get with your feet up against your platform. I like my knees and feet wide, and then hands hold the foot bar. From here, just go ahead and press the carriage out, folding over your legs. Enjoy a big inhale. Exhale, return, sit tall, and kind of pull your foot bar towards you a little bit, leaning back as you spread the shoulders wide. Then again, press away, round over your legs. Inhale, big breath of air into your back. Exhale, come back in. Your foot bar might move a little bit as you pull towards you. That's completely normal. Just being mindful of it. Warming up our spines here, connecting inwards to our bodies, and just noticing what everything feels like today. Just do a couple more. And if you want this stretch to be more intense, you could always try toes on the foot bar, really like a monkey here. At the bottom, take a couple of deep breaths and just appreciating yourselves for arriving here today on your reformer, giving yourself this time to work out. One more big breath. Big exhale. And then just walk both hands over to the right side. Look underneath your left armpit and find a nice side back stretch. Big breath. And then take that over to the other side. It's okay if your legs aren't fully straight. Just do what you can. Big breath here. And then you'll walk your way back in. Good. Just a little bit more work here to get the spine mobilized, some more through rotation now. We're gonna start tall, in against your stopper. Inhale, take your left arm and twist it open. Then press away and fold over your leg. Reach your hand to the opposite corner of your foot bar. And then come up through your twist, then unwind through center. Other side, inhale, you twist open to the right. Exhale, you side bend. Exhale to come back in again. Let's do that once more per side. Twisting as much as you can and then reaching over, enjoying that side body stretch. Last time, and then we're getting down to the work. Really enjoy this. Okay, now we're gonna switch it so that we've got two heavy springs on there. For me, it's two reds. Heading into single leg footwork. We're also gonna lie down with your ball in your hands. Headrest can be up for now. And then let's go ahead and start with all 10 toes on the foot bar, pressing the carriage out, lower your heels, lift the heels, and return. So just a little bit of double leg footwork here to warm up before we head into the single leg stuff. And I want you to pay attention to your ankles, tracking smoothly as you lower them and as you lift, and then you return your carriage. There's no right or wrong way to breathe here, just wherever it feels best for you. That strong forced exhale through your lips is going to help you during the hard phases of movement. So you might want to choose appropriately for you where you want to use that exhale. Let's just finish 2 more. Actively pulling the heels under the bar instead of just sinking them. Okay, now let's leave the left toes on the bar, but lift your right leg tabletop and put your ball against your right thigh. Your hand's gonna press into that, either one hand or both. When you're ready, press your carriage out, a little bit of pressure into your ball. Inhale, return. Exhale, press out. Just nice and simple. But every time you press, I want you to apply a little bit of pressure into your ball with both your hands squeezing into it and your thigh squeezing into it. And that way you're keeping your hip flexor active and also bracing your core a little bit. 5 more. What's your left heel doing? Can you keep that ankle lifted up in space at a height that you feel strong and you can maintain? Last 2. Last one, hold it out. Now can you lower and lift that left heel? Maybe the right ankle mimics the motion in space. We only have 3 more, nothing too crazy. 2 and 1. And then come on in, put your right heel on the bar, left leg. We're gonna put the ball behind the left thigh. Maybe you roll up your pants a little. If the ball just doesn't want to stay, that's okay. It doesn't have to. You could just hold on to it instead. Otherwise, let's go ahead and press out and in on your right heel. A little extra hamstring work to hold your ball, if it will stay. I've had this ball for years now and I feel like it's like not very sticky. So it's a good thing I'm wearing capris today and can use my skin against it to hold it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's finish off here with some pulses. Bring it in almost all the way. Pulse for 10, 9. Your glute catches you right before you hit that stopper each time. Just for another 3, 2, 1. Press all the way out. Bring it in. Let's grab the ball in your hands. Little ab intermission. We're gonna go into scissors. Reach your legs straight, crunch up. Scissor your legs and pass the ball behind your legs. Staying in your crunch, although you could do this head down, and if it's too much choreography with the ball or if the ball wants to fly out of your hands, feel free not to use it. Keeping your low back connected to that carriage. Actively pulling your leg in towards you. We've got just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's put your right toe on the bar. Heading into your second side, left thigh has the ball against it. From there, press out and in. Pushing a little bit into the ball with every single press. So, a bit tricky today with rights and lefts. We did your high half toe on your left leg first, heel on the bar with your right leg first, and now we're working backwards through it with right toe on the bar. Just make sure you're even one way or another if you didn't catch that leg switch last time. Transitions can be tricky, but that's where we find some really awesome flow and you can really tune into your body. Your brain will have no room for anything else. We have 2 more. And hold it out. Lower the heel, lift your heel. Maybe the left ankle's mimicking the motion. Controlling, lowering the heel, avoiding the wobbles. Last time. And then we transition. Put your left heel on the bar. Right leg gets the ball behind it. Maybe, if it will stay. Drive it out and in. It's work just to hold the ball. Just paying attention to what's going on with your knee. Mine wants to wobble on me right now. So track it smoothly in line with the second and third toe. 2 more. And then pulses for 10, 9, 5, 2, and 1. Big press out. And then we transition into those scissors again. Grab the ball, reach your legs up nice and open, and we scissor back and forth, passing the ball. Keeping that chest lifted, eye gaze forwards with your chin a little bit tucked. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the ball between your knees, heels on the bar. Headrest is going to go flat so that we can bridge. Arms by your sides. And then let's start by tucking your tail. Roll your hips up and apply a little bit of pressure into the ball. And then melt your way back down, bone by bone. So just articulating your bridges here. Pressing through those heels. Up and almost over the bar with your heels, digging your heels towards your bum. And that's going to help you to keep your carriage in at the stopper. Keeping the springs closed here is half the battle. Can you press down a little bit more through your upper arms? And feel how that helps to keep the shoulders open. As soon as we forget about the arms, shoulders want to round forwards. Just another 2 like this. Watching your carriage. This next one, let's hold it up there. Pull the bum to the back of your knees, dig your heels towards your bum, and then pulse into the ball. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Draw your ribs in a little, make sure your core is connected, lengthening your low back. We have another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, can you squeeze one leg into the ball? Release, squeeze your other leg into the ball. Alternating your squeezes, all while holding your carriage against your stopper. Tricky for the brain, tricky for the body. Getting deeper into your glutes by isolating it 1 at a time. And not to mention those inner thighs and hamstrings. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big squeeze. Roll down. Hug your knees. Reach your legs long for a nice little stretch. You can bend and stretch a couple times, whatever feels good. And then we're putting your feet in your straps. The ball's gonna end up going between your ankles. Now, there's no great way to get it there. You could just immediately go there and put both feet in your straps at once. A lot of people like to put the ball underneath their shirts to hold it there while they do this. So however you gotta do it, I wish I was there so I could come around and catch your balls flying away from you, because that tends to happen here, but this is what happens when we're doing this over YouTube. Send your legs long once you have feet in straps, find your spot, and then we're just starting with a little bend and stretch. Ball at the ankles. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. I picked a good day to do this workout, mostly lying down. I got this little, little tray thing from HomeSense that's like crystal iridescent, kind of like a rainbow tinge. And I didn't realize it when I bought it, but now laying down and looking up at my ceiling, it makes little rainbows on the ceiling. How cute is that? And it holds my mini eggs in it. That's why I bought it for Easter time. Let's go for 3. On your next one, keep your legs straight, lift and lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Keeping your tailbone rooted down, that will determine your range of motion. How high can you lift your legs without squishing your bum, your back down, without tucking the tail and lifting your bum? And just by holding the ball, we're working into those inner thighs if you haven't already noticed. And by the way, you could put your headrest back up at this point if you haven't already done so. Just make sure you feel comfy. We have 2 more of these ones. And then we're gonna combine both of those things. Pause with your legs out straight towards your foot bar. Bend the knees in. Now, can you hold your carriage still as you go to lengthen your legs up? Straight legs pressed down. Bend the knees in first. Hold your carriage still, reach your legs up, and then straight legs down. A good trick for this is to have your arms long by your sides, but with your fingertips touching your glide rails. And then you'll be able to feel if your carriage is moving, and then letting it glide when it's supposed to move. But added feedback to hold that carriage still when you go to straighten your legs. Really making sure you pause there, bringing your knees as close in as you can manage with your tail staying down. And that way, you'll be less likely to move when you go to reach up. You might not be reached up at your fullest height in your stretch, and that's okay. Focus instead on control. And we'll just do one more in this direction. Yeah, this one has another direction. Okay, straight legs lift to start. Hold the carriage still now as you bend your knees, and your knees kind of cram in towards you. Press your legs straight out. Straight legs up. Hold it still as you bend, keeping the tail down. So now it's trickier to hold the carriage still as you bend because you're going up so high that you find a nice stretch, but then you're really squished when you go to bend the knees. So the key for that might be not to lift your legs quite as high as your fullest range. Lift them maybe just over hips. See if you can hold the carriage still there, and then maybe you start to increase your range. Being really mindful of your stability. Just 2 more. I know inner thighs are dying by now. Mine are anyways. Finish off strong. So good. Grab the ball and hold it in your hands, but keep feet in straps a little longer. Let's finish off with leg circles. Lifting up, opening wide, finding a stretch, and then pressing through. Still a bit of inner thigh work, but also a stretch. We got 1 more in this direction, and then reverse. Mobilizing those hips. Last one, make it good. And then maybe you take a butterfly stretch or any sort of inner thigh stretch. Maybe you let the ropes hang across your belly as you let your feet go towards your springs. Big breath. And then try to get the ball underneath your tailbone. You might kind of roll your hips up to get it there. And I would say maybe headrest down for this. Right underneath the tailbone, low back, tailbone area. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that with feet in straps, then take them out because we're taking them out anyways here. We're gonna hold the straps in your hands and then you can readjust the ball. So however you wanna do that, just don't fall off. I'm not there to catch you. Hold your short loops in your hands, reach your arms to the sky, and tuck the tail a little bit. Your core is on. Lift your legs one at a time. Tabletop, can you balance? Now, if you feel really wobbly, remove your ball and do it without. You don't have to have it. But if you're feeling good, try plowing the arms down. Inhale, lift. Now, it's a pretty hefty spring load we're on. Feel free to do long loops instead as just a simple way to make it a little easier. Or you could always pause the video and do a medium and a heavy spring instead of 2 heavies. Focusing on your stability. Knees stay right over hips. Watch that you haven't caved in. You're not just chilling here, you're active. Let's finish off with 2 like this. And then after this last one, I want you to pause with your hands directly above your shoulders, and the carriage should be off the stopper by an inch or two. Hold on to that stable strap tension. Now, can you reach one leg long? Bend it in, change sides. Exhale, reach. Inhale, return. How far low can you reach your leg without changing anything through your core? Keep that belly button drawn down, ribs drawn in. Maybe you give your glute a nice little squeeze when you send the leg long. Arms are working hard. Everything's working. Just by holding on to the stable strap tension, it translates into a deeper connection in your abs. Last one like this. And then let's go back to up and down, plowing the arms again. But this time, maybe you also do your single leg reach with that. Exhale, reach. Inhale, return. Trying to move through center to avoid wobbling on that ball. Four more. 3, 2, last time. And then again, pause with hands directly over shoulders with some stable tension in your straps. Now, can you progress to double legs without moving your carriage? Just the legs reach out and then they return back in. Exhale, you reach, you cinch up that waist. Inhale, return. Strong exhale. Avoiding those little wobbles. Obliques are working with the superficial abs, your six-pack abs. We have 2 more. And then after this final one, plow the arms and maybe reach both legs. And then everything returns. Exhale, everything reaches long. Listening to your body. If it felt better on a single leg, that's fine. If it felt better just in tabletop, that's fine too. We only have 3 more. And we have one last challenge. With this last one, hold the arms long by your sides, maybe hold the legs long. Bend the elbows and extend, tricep extensions. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Keeping that tail tucked so it's abs and not the low back taking over. We have another 4, 3. Get those arms super straight each time. And then return. Let your knees cave to your chest. Don't smack yourself in the face with your rope, but just hang out. That might feel really nice after what you just did. One more breath. Okay, find your foot bar, hang up your straps, and we're getting off the ball. Lift up to a bridge to remove it. And then if you want to take another second to hug your knees, maybe rock around a little, feel free, just massaging out your pelvis. Okay, and then we're getting on up. Time to grab our box. Let's put the ball just off to the side. It can roll away, we're not using it anymore. We're gonna put the foot bar down if it's in your way. The stop machines, like I have, the foot bar is in your way when you're lying on your belly, whereas like balanced body style, I find the bar is not in your way. So up to you. Put your box on lengthwise, and we'll switch it to just a medium spring. Once you've done that, we're getting down there onto our bellies. Bra line's at the edge of the box, chest is off the end, and I want you to grab your ropes all the way down to the ropes. Send the legs long. Personally, I like my legs wider than hips, turned open laterally, reaching out of toes and tail tucked. I find that's nicest on my low back. Then let's fold over the box, starting with arms long. Plow the arms, lift your chest, and then return, folding again. Pull the arms all the way at thigh height, expand the chest wide, gliding shoulder blades together. It's a light spring. Just getting the arms and shoulders mobilized. working on your posture as we open the shoulders with each plow. Let's do just 3 more like this. Don't worry, that spring's gonna feel a lot heavier soon. Last one here. Pause just in one long line. Reach one arm all the way forwards and then swap, scissoring the arms. So the arms just pass through, and you're gonna have to work hard to keep your body centered, avoiding the shift side to side that wants to happen. That shift is bound to happen a little, but just working with control to try to avoid it. Notice how your obliques are working to help you stay centered. And of course, if this single arm stuff doesn't feel good, you could either take it lighter if you have a lighter spring, or you could just do one arm. Sorry, just do both arms. Let's go 4 more. On your next one, I want you to hold it. One arm's long overhead, one arm's long under. Tricep extension on your pulley. Bending and extending and keeping that arm overhead, reaching long and strong. Keep the elbow tight by your waist. Glutes are burning just to help support your whole body. We've got another 4 from here. And then we have a transition coming up. Last 2. And with your last one, can you reach both arms super, super straight? Can you grab your pulley at the end of your machine? Get it there one way or another. And then use that front arm to pull yourself out and in. Or you could always do both arms pulling if this is too much. Otherwise, keep that arm long and active by your side. Even though you don't have tension, that arm is still working. 3 more. You're doing incredible. 2. 1 more time. And then reach both arms super straight. Try to catch your tension in your rope and then let go and return. Take just a mini break. Maybe you slump over the box. And then we got to do it again on the second side. Tuck that tail, squeeze your glutes. Send your other arms long and apart. Other arms, you know what I mean, other side. Tricep extension there. Reaching long out of those front knuckles and reaching long out of the back knuckles. Each time you go to reach, you fully stretch it straight. 4, 3, 2. Last one, get both arms as straight as can be. Grab the pulley and pull yourself out and in. Bicep and top of your shoulder working hard. Same with your lats, to slide the shoulder down away from the ear with every single pull. But what about the other arm? Keep that other arm active. It doesn't get to take a break. We have 2. Last one. Get both arms super, super straight. Catch your tension. Carefully let go and return. You can drop your ropes. Crawl off to the side. And then we're gonna head over to the front of the machine. You might want your foot bar down for this. We're gonna then stand with your knees just barely touching your foot bar, nice and close to the machine. Spread the arms wide. Nod the chin and fold down. Hands find the front of your box and you press the box away. Sink in your chest, finding a nice hamstring stretch. And then tuck the tail around the back like a cat to return. And that's gonna feel incredible after all that extension work. Now keep your back rounded for as long as possible as you start pressing out. And just at the bottom, you lengthen. Scoop the belly, lift away from your spring. Drop the head and look at your thighs. Couple more. Last one. Take your time coming in, and then just a little bit more stretching. Let's now move your left hand over just an inch or two to the center of your edge. Lift the right arm from here, press away, thread the needle, sinking your shoulder towards your spring. Inhale, twist, open, reach. And just once more, sink the shoulder down, reach as far across as you can. And then once you come back in, we'll change sides. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread through. One more. And then both hands on the box one last time. Press it away, sink the chest down. Exhale, curl the tail. Take your time coming in. And once you found your stopper, stand tall. A nice big arm circle. And then that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for this reformer flow class today. I hope you had a good time. Let me know in the comments any feedback you have. What kind of workouts are you looking for on the reformer? Do you need more clarification with springs or anything if you have a different style of machine? Any questions, feel free to ask, and let me know like length of workouts too. What are you looking for? Please let me know. Give this video a big like if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe so that you get to see my workouts on the regular. Have an awesome rest of your day, you guys. See you next time. Bye.